Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on what time you're watching this next exciting episode of my Pokemon Go journey. Really excited about this one, because so much has happened since the last episode. It is amazing. First of all, Bosh! How do you like that? Level 24. Let's not mess about with these lower levels. Let's get into level 24 and push ourselves to level 25. It is just insane that we managed to get ourselves into level 24 already. Really pleased about that. Second thing, Bosh! Look at that. Out of a 10k egg, yes, I got a Snorlax. It's a blooming Snorlax. Look at that big fat dummy. I love it. That is such a cool Snorlax, and we're going to do something really exciting to this Snorlax in just literally a couple of minutes. We're going to push that Snorlax to become our first 2k Pokemon. Yep, 2000 CP is coming literally in a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere. Literally a couple of minutes. I'm going to be part of the 2k CP club, if there is such a thing, which there should be. And if there's not, let's make one. How cool would that be? Right, and then I was just walking down the street and I got this black blob on my nearby list, and I thought, what is that? And I thought, oh my goodness, I know what that is. And I got a little bit nervous, and I got my Ultra Ball readies, and Bosh! Look at that! I got a Lapras! A Lapras actually spawned in the street. Nowhere near any water, just in the street, in the middle of the street. It's massive, it's huge, it's a sea monster in a street. But now I've got one, and I'm so excited we can start to properly defend gyms with a Snorlax and a Lapras. It's absolutely amazing. And I actually don't know what to do with myself. It's quite cool. So I thought, oh no, let's do something really exciting and make sure the Snorlax is over 2k, because then it looks a little bit more substantial with his big fat tummy. So we're going to do that now. Let's get on and do the Snorlax and power it up and make sure that it is ready for action. Let's go now. So as you can see, look, the top of my squad is now looking really quite strong. Okay, my Vaporeon is only an IV39, but it is there and it looks ominous, even though it's actually a bit rubbish. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It was my first big Pokemon, and I will love it forever until I transfer it for candy when I get a much better one. Not that I'm fickle, of course, but look at the top row. We've got our Snorlax very nearly at 2k. We've got our Lapras already over 1600. And then we've got a Poliwhirl, and that is 1577. All of them above 80 IV. We've got some really substantial Pokemon coming, but we're going to work on the Snorlax. We've got 8 Snorlax candy left, which means that we can do, I think, 2 power-ups. Now, 2 power-ups ought to be enough to push this Snorlax over to 2k. So what are you waiting for, Avo? Get on with it. Do it now. So power up number 1. Boom. Yes, I want to. That's what I've been talking about. Come on. Power me up. Power me up. Power me up. Bang! It only took 1. CP 2002. It's over 2k. You know what? I don't care. Let's do another one. We can do one more. Power up. And it is 2045 CP. Fantastic. We've got a big old Pokemon with a big fat dummy. We love him. Right, so let's go and have a bit of a wander around and see if we can't catch just a few more Pokemon to put some substance into this episode, because what I want to do is try and get to the point where later in this episode we are going to hatch a load of 2k eggs all in one go, with our fingers crossed very firmly on getting some starter Pokemon. I'm really desperate to evolve up my starter Pokemon. I've got a 97 IV Bulbasaur. I think it's 97. Don't disappoint yourself, Avo. Let's just check number. A 97 IV Bulbasaur and an 82 IV Charmander. I'd really like to get some candy to be able to start to evolve these up to some monster Pokemon. So let us start walking off these 2k eggs and see if we can't get something exciting. Let's do it. So here we are, we're out looking to walk off these 2k eggs as fast as we can. We want some Bulbasaurs. Bulbasaurs is what we are after, and we all know that we are going to get a whole lot of Weedles and the odd Pidgey. But anyway, 5 2k eggs, all synced to come in at exactly the same time. Let us see what we can do. And we've started with a Spearow. Let's do it. Decent start, Spearow in the bag. Let's crack on. Geodude found me a candy, which is brilliant. I'm walking off Geodude because I've got none of the evolutions whatsoever of Geodude, and he's really easy to get candy because he's only 1k, so you can walk him off loads, get loads of candy pretty quickly. And he's very difficult to catch around my way. I don't get to see him very often at all, to be honest, so this is the best way for me to get up to those Geodude evolutions, so that's what I'm doing. And I've never seen this before, certainly not on my phone, where two little fishes have popped up at the same time. So I'm going to do both of them. Let's crack them in. Right, so this is an easy peasy Magikarp, just a 10. We'll keep that. Great throw. That's got to be in the bag, surely. One Magikarp down. Let's grab this next one. What are you? Are you a big one? No, you're just a little one as well. So this is great. We like that. Oh, he missed. He did a jump. Did a little flip. Jump in that ball. Go and get in that ball, Carpy. I'm gonna get you, little fishy. Right, come on. Don't jump. Oh, there we go. Right, so that is 2 more Magikarp towards our Gyarados evolution, and I think that we are, because I'm going to get rid of this guy because he's only Tittle, we are now halfway towards our big blue worm. Very exciting. And it's another one. We've got a third one. Let's get this one in the bag. Go on, you be a really big one. I just really would love you to be huge. No, actually, you're still not too bad. We'll have you. Bump in the ball. 95. You might not go in first time. You're a yellow circle. You Magikarps are very troublesome. What are you going to do? Nope, you're going to do it for me. That's awesome. We're working on that blue worm. It's going to be here soon. Now this is something you do not see every day. I have found a Tritini, just jumps right out in front of me. So it's Raspberry, this guy. We're not going to mess about. Everybody wants a Dragonite. You don't get them around here. They're an absolute nightmare. I think you've got to go out to Santa Monica Pier to be able to catch a Dragonite. So we are not going to mess about, even though it's only a 184 CP. I'm using that Ultra Ball. And hopefully that's going to be enough to get that little worm in the hole. And that's our third Dratini. So only 3. We've got a long way to go before we get a big orange dragon, but even so, every little helps. It's a thing of beauty. Let's just appraise it quickly. Not likely to make much headway in battle, so we are going to get rid of that one straight away, and that puts us up to 10 Dratini candy, which is 40% of the way to get to our Dragonair. So an excellent throw, but what Pokemon was it? What was it? Guesses, too late. Of course, it's a rat. Because like no episode is complete without a pigeon, no episode is complete without a rat either. So we got one of those. So we've got ourselves another egg out of this Pokestop. What egg's it going to be? Is it going to be exciting? It's a 2k egg. I'm going to hold on for that one just now because we're out of sync. So we're not going to throw that one in just yet. Maybe we'll save it for another video. So we've got another egg. This is the 5k egg that was fermenting away beautifully. What are we going to catch out of this one? Could it be something exciting? Or could it be something that we've already got a million of? It's a Diglett. You know, that's not too bad. We'll take that. So this Diglett has actually put us over the necessary candy to be able to evolve out a Doug Trio. And if we appraise it, it's a wonder. Highest attribute is HP. And it's incredible. So that's probably a fairly decent Diglett for us to think about evolving. Just looking at our Digletts here, it's actually the biggest CP Diglett that we've got so far. So actually looking at here, it's the biggest Diglett that we've got so far. So we're just going to have a quick look on the IV calculator on PokeFind just to see whether or not this one is better than the 82 IV Diglett that we've already got. Okay, so our Diglett is 249 CP, 20 HP, 2,500 to power the little monkey up, and no, we have not powered it up yet because I'm just put out of his egg. So what is the estimate on that one? It's an 84%, but we know that its IV isn't exactly 84, somewhere between 80 and 88. So this is kind of a relatively new part of the IV calculator. It actually gets you a little bit more accurate. We know that when we assessed this, it said that its highest attribute was HP and that it was incredible. Now on the appraisal system, that means that the HP is at the maximum. It is 15. So if we look down here, we look on the HP, which is effectively the stamina, and where it says 15, that is where we can kind of a better estimate of our Diglett's IV. And you can see there we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 possibilities of the IV, given that an HP is at the maximum. But we don't know what the others are, so that doesn't actually help us out a great deal. It would have been nicer to have had a little bit more information. So I'm going to take the average, and the average there is 84. Now 84 is actually a possibility with this as well because there is a stamina of 15. So we're going to assume that this Diglett is 84 IV. So there he is, our 84 IV Diglett, which is now officially our best Diglett. So we are going to evolve this one right now. Surprise evolution! So I have not got this guy, but given I've got a lucky egg on, it makes sense to evolve him now because that will maximise my experience growth as a result of this. So hello, Doug Trio. You look brilliant. Look at you, your 3 little wombly things sticking out. Brilliant. So what have we ended up there with CP, because I don't know what the calculator is in terms of the multiplier from going from one to another here. So that's gone up to 646, so it's probably a good multiplier. We've not got masses of growth there. It probably could put it up to over 1,000 if we wanted to. We're not going to, because we're not likely to ever use this guy in a gym battle. He's just nice to have. Yet another Staryu. It's all about these stars today. So we have got an egg about to open. I don't think this is the 2k eggs, but who knows? I've not checked in a little while. Let's crack on. If you pardon the pun, crack on. That was quite funny. Right, so what have we got in here? What are you? It's a Bellsprout. Hello, little Bellsprout. Then that's really quite cool, because I'm really looking to get a lot of Bellsprout candy if I possibly can, because I need to get the next evolution level out of Bellsprout. We've not quite got there to the Victory Bell yet. We've got a Weeping Bell, we've not got a Victory Bell, so this one could be quite handy. What are you? Let's have a quick appraisal. It's caught their attention, so it's probably sort of 70, 75, something like that. That's not too bad. We won't get rid of you just yet. And we are so close to these 2k eggs now. Look at that, 1.8 of 2 kilometres completed. We've only got about 200 metres left to go. Hopefully we'll be able to knock this out of the park any second. So here it is, the first of our 5 2k eggs. Will we get any starter Pokemon, or is this just going to be a clutch of rats? Let's see. Let's have the first one. That's 1 crack. That's 2 crack. What are you going to be? Come on, be nice, be nice, be nice. Oh, well, that's not a good start. It's a rat, but, you know, we're talking about how these can contribute towards our XP growth, so that's not so awful. And the next one, what have we got? Come on, give me a really nice one. I want to see that lovely green Bulbasaur. What are you going to be? Come on, be something worthwhile. Okay, 2 out of 5 rats. Not quite so enthusiastic about that, but let's keep going. So this third egg, what are you going to give us? Please don't be another rat. I want to see a Bulbasaur. Okay, Geodude, that's great. I'm trying to collect candies for Geodude evolutions. I will take that. That is all right, and I imagine, from an appraisal perspective, you're probably quite good. Caught my attention. That's a bit disappointing out of an egg. You'd really want something that was a wonder out of an egg, which is at least 80 then, but that's all right. We'll keep you. Geodude is ready to evolve into the next thing. We'll do that another time. Right, 4 out of 5. I don't want another rat. I'd really, really like something sexy and exciting. What do we got? It's a Caterpie. I said I wanted something green. I didn't mean a Caterpie. Come on, game. And the last out of 5. Are you going to be last is best? Let's see what you're going to do. Come on, let's hit me with something absolutely awesome. I want a Bulbasaur. No, it's another Caterpie. Well, 2 Caterpie, a Caterpie. No, that's not a Caterpie, that's a Weedle. That's a Weedle, it's not a Caterpie, it's even worse. Right, so we've got a Weedle, we've got a Caterpie, we've got 2 rats, and then we've got a Geodude. And the Geodude kind of semi-saved us. I will take the Geodude, that's fair enough. 5 eggs, fairly disappointing, bit of a shame. That's the last of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Come back to us in the next episode where we are going to do some serious exploring in a place that we have never been before. Come over and see it. It's absolutely awesome. See you then. Take it easy. Bye now.